The annual event, a staple in the British Virgin Islands community, was geared towards providing students with school supplies and a day of entertainment before the 2024-2025 school year commenced. The registered children received a variety of school supplies and took part in numerous activities, including a train station, painting area, jumping tents, water slides, and even a pool. The event aimed to alleviate the back-to-school burden on families while providing a memorable experience for the children. Katie Farquharson, corporate trainer at HireBVI, emphasized the company's commitment to corporate social responsibility and giving back to the BVI community.
We are so blessed that we're in a position to give back to the community in such a sustainable way, and it would not be possible without partners such as 284 Media and CCT. This year we also have the Wellness Center coming on board, HireBVI, Vision Sound System, Sotheby's, Diamonds International. I'm forgetting some persons, but it would not be possible without all of them, and we're really grateful that we are able to give back to the community. We have a lot of activities going on, as you can see, and we see persons still coming in, so I know they're all very excited to take part in all of the activities that we have going on this afternoon.
Okay, and one of those groups that I would have seen here this year as well as District 5, the 5th District, being part of this year's festivities. Part of the conversation I would have had with them, some 200 registrations would have been completed as it relates to giving to those 200 children of District 5. Overall, how many children in the territory, if you was to give a number, do you believe benefit from this particular initiative?
Oh wow, so for HireBVI alone, we're looking at 300 plus, and there could possibly be some overlap between some of the registrants from District 5 and those who would have registered with HireBVI. So if we're talking numbers, well over 500 children will definitely benefit from getting school supplies here today. And in addition to that, I want to make particular mention of HireBVI. They're on board as a sponsor, but they're also here with their tent talking about their Unite for the Sea initiative, which also impacts a lot more children. So in terms of numbers, it is hard to pinpoint, but it is definitely a significant portion of the territory's children that are going to be impacted here today.
Okay. And I want you also to speak on the importance of such, because we do know from time to time there's economic hardship when it comes to the month of August, September, and these types of initiatives help to at least relieve that headache that parents would necessarily face had there not been, these types of initiatives in terms of to help with a bike, to help with some bucks, to help with appliances. Speak on how these types of initiatives help with alleviating that, those headaches that parents ordinarily would face.
Oh, absolutely it does, because we try to pack the bags being very mindful of what the actual needs are for a student going back to school come next week, because school is here, summer is over, this is it, this is the last lap. So when we pack these bags, we are very mindful of how impactful just this small token will be for a family that is struggling. At HireBVI, we take our corporate responsibility very seriously. It's something that we're very passionate about as an organization. So we always keep those things in mind. And we also approach partners that have the same vision that we do, so that when we come together, when you see our brands being united, you know that we are doing this just for the betterment of our territory. So in the bags, you'll have a little bit of everything just to kick off the school year for you, to get you started. So if you didn't have it before, you come today, you get a bag at least for the first couple of classes, you'll be set.
Okay, and any final words you want to leave with the viewing public?
Oh wow, thank you to our sponsors. I want to try to see if I can remember all of them. So 284 Media, CCT, Wow Inflatables, Vision Sound System, Diamonds International, Sotheby's, HireBVI, HireBVI, of course, HireBVI, all of the volunteers that are here today. You'll see them around in their white tees with their volunteer lanyards. So really want to thank them for taking time out of their Saturday afternoon to come on out to see all of this just come together. All of our vendors who decided to come on out to have their event, their businesses on display here today. It's a great opportunity to see us all just working together for a common goal, and I know this is going to be an absolutely amazing event.
The event also saw participation from several non-governmental organizations, including the District 5 Committee, which incorporated its 5th District Back2School drive into the festivities. Carol Wilson, Assistant Treasurer of the District 5 Committee Executive Board, revealed that over 200 children from within her district benefited from the drive.
Normally every year, Honorable HireBVI and the committee normally does a back-to-school activity. But this year we decided to join with HireBVI to make it more exciting and something new.
And we see a long line here as part of this back-to-school drive. Speak about the work that would have gone into this, because I realize persons there's a list and there are persons coming to collect. Speak on that.
To be for more formality, we have put out a registration for parents of the community to register their child at the district office, and then we will have a more list of who we need, because we are giving vouchers for food, apparel, stationery. So not everybody wants all of the same thing. So for formality, we did it that way.
And you would have spoke on registration. Speak on the overall numbers that would have registered in total to come out here.
We have about over 200 registrations.
Additionally, Unite for the Sea, a sponsored program of HireBVI, contributed to the event. Program coordinator Enid Douglas discussed their involvement and the importance of community support.
Every summer, we're very much involved with young people here in the BVI. We give out water bottles, swim rash guards for the kids, because we're encouraging them to love the ocean so that they protect it. And we sponsor swim lessons for swim schools all around the territory. So not just this territory, but also Virgin Gorda, Yas Van Dyke, Anegada as well. So we sponsor swimming lessons for them. Sorry, it's just so loud. Swimming lessons for them, sorry. And we also give them ocean gear to help them in the ocean when they go and engage with the water.
And how do persons get access to this? How do they register, or who do they contact? Any information you can provide on that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we have a website called uniteforthesea.com. You could check out that website to learn more about what we do. But we are also partnered with other swim schools in the Virgin Islands. So we have Sea Turtle Aquatics and Adventures. I don't know if you're familiar with them. Buddha from the YEP program, the minister. And then we also have BVI Swim School. We have other swim schools around the island. So if you go online, you should be able to check that out and find out which swim schools we're partnered with so that you can learn more about what we do.
So I know you would have mentioned kids and stuff, but for those adults like myself that can't swim, how do we benefit from such a from your program?
Another partner that we have is Sun Chaser Scuba, and Sun Chaser Scuba, they cater to older people. So if you're interested in like scuba diving, then that would be more for the older people. In terms of swimming, I know BVI Swim School are tapping into having teaching older people how to swim as well.
Okay. And speak about your interactions with some of those persons that have been here today as it relates to those kids that are coming and asking questions about the program.
Yeah, so people are quite interested in the water bottles especially, and the t-shirts, and we just gave them a little bit of information about marine conservation before giving them the item, because the whole idea is to get people to not just discard plastic and know that we can reuse plastic and get reusable items so that we don't pollute our environment.
Okay, and thank you so much. Any other thing you want to leave with the viewing public?
I think the one thing that I want to leave the viewing public with is to start thinking about our marine environment and thinking about how we can protect it, and also think about having young people more excited to engage with the ocean, because the ocean is all around us. So we should be thinking about how we could tap into that economy, but also how we can learn to engage in that in that environment in fun and engaging ways.
The Wet Fete was further enhanced by various vendors, including Isle Breeze, soft play and amusement rentals. Owner Maria Drago expressed her excitement about providing amusement services for the children of the territory.
Thank you to the opportunity from HireBVI to be a part of this year's Back to School activity. We're here as a vendor actually,
as part of the amusement packages that they're offering, and so we would have come under that regard.
Okay, and this is a very unique business. Speak on how you would have got involved in this. What was the light bulb moment? I said, you know what? Let me import these items into the BVI and start a business of this nature.
Okay, so my company started around the time of COVID. At that time, my children were smaller and we didn't have anything happening in the territory for them. I think at that time, festival hadn't had Coney Island. And so at that time, I would have thought about, this idea came about. I imported the ride and it has taken off from since then. So the idea came from me having to keep my children busy around COVID times, and it turned into a business.
And as you said, COVID-19 would have spurred this moment as it relates to just creating an initiative for your kids. I know is a source of income. How has the reception been from the BVA public since you would have came up with this business?
The reception has been really good from the BVI community, and it's actually motivated me to grow the business, to continue to promote all the items that I offer.
Okay, and how can a person get in contact with you to get some of these services as part of their events as well?
I have a company Facebook page, Island Breeze Soft Play and Amusement Rentals. From there you can message us. It takes you straight to our business WhatsApp number, and we do have an email address on there as well.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.